Good morning, students. We begin with Standard 5 English, Unit 4, Part 2. The name of your lesson is My Elder Brother. So now let us start with the new meanings and new words. Your first one is foundation, that is a solid base. Schedule, timetable. Essay, composition on an subject. Idling, without any purpose, lazy. Mastered, gained expertise, skilled. Answer the following. Question 1. What are the things that Munna liked to do? Answer 1. Munna liked to run in the fields, play marbles, fly paper kites, and have fun with his friends. I repeat, Munna liked to run in the fields, play marbles, fly paper kites, and have fun with his friends. Question 2. What did Bhaiya do all day? Answer 2. Bhaiya kept reading books all day. I repeat, Bhaiya kept reading books all day. Question 3. Why was Munna not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him? Answer 3. Munna was not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him because there was no time to play in it. I repeat, Munna was not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him because there was no time to play in it. Question 4. How do you think Munna felt when his brother was so strict with him? Why was his brother so strict with him? Answer 4. Munna felt like running away home when his brother was strict with him. Bhaiya was strict with him because he did not study. I repeat, Munna felt like running away home when his brother was strict with him. Bhaiya was strict with him because he did not study. Question 5. Whose character do you like more, Munna's or Bhaiya's? Why? So here your answer can be different. Some might like Bhaiya's character more, some may like Munna's character more. So accordingly you can write your answer. But I have written answer 5. I like Munna's character more than Bhaiya because he enjoys his life, likes to play, and is not boring. I repeat, I like Munna's character more than Bhaiya because he enjoys his life, likes to play, and is not boring. Comprehension. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. So here's a paragraph, a passage is given, there is a short story. We need to read and understand, and there are a few question answers and exercises based on this passage. We will get the answers from this passage and then we need to write their answers. So first let us read and understand what the passage is about. So let's start. Oliver was a 9-year-old boy. He lived with other homeless boys in an orphanage. He was pale and thin, as were the other boys living there. This was because they had to work hard but were never given enough to eat. The owner of the orphanage, Mr. Bumble, was a cruel man and he ill-treated the boys. So this passage is about a boy. His name is Oliver. How old was he? 9 years old. Correct. Where did he live? He lived in an orphanage. Orphanage means Anath Ashram. Why was he living there? Because he did not have any home. And there were many other boys who were living with him there. Now, this Oliver, he was pale and thin. What do you mean by pale? Means he looked like he was sick and he was very thin. And even the other boys who were in that orphanage, that homeless home, there all the boys were like that. They looked all pale and very thin. Why were they all like that? Because these boys had to work the whole day. Now, the orphanage was belonged to one man. His name was Mr. Bumble. Now, this man, he was a very cruel and bad man. He treated all the boys very badly. He made the children work the whole day and he did not give them proper food to eat. That is why all the children looked sick and they all were thin. The boys were always hungry. It was true that they were given 3 meals a day, but each meal consisted only of a bowl of watery soup. They were almost starving. So it was decided by them to ask the master for more soup. But who would bell the cat? Finally, the task fell to Oliver. The children were given only a watery soup, a bowl of watery soup to drink. So they all were always hungry. Their stomachs were never full. Now they were given food 3 times in the afternoon, in the morning, the breakfast, then afternoon, and in the night. But all the 3 times, what they were given? Only a bowl of watery soup. So they always felt hungry. Their stomachs were never full. So now one day all the children decided that they will ask for more soup from their master. But they all were frightened of their master because he was a very cruel man. So no one was ready to bell the cat. Bell the cat means no one was ready to go and first tell the master. So now deciding to tell it to Oliver. Oliver had to go and ask for more soup from the master. When all the boys had assembled in the cold stone hall for their evening meal, the soup was served. It soon disappeared. The boys whispered to one another, and one boy pushed Oliver a little. Oliver, making a brave effort, stood up, walked up to the master with his bowl and spoon in his hand, and said tremblingly, "Please, sir, I want some more." As all the boys had decided that when they will be given soup and it is over, they will ask for more from the master. Now, who had to go and ask? Oliver. So now it was evening time and it was time for them to have their meal. They were all sitting in a hall and they all were given soup. And in no time they finished their soup. And as soon as they finished, they all started whispering among themselves. Why were they whispering? Because they wanted Oliver to go and ask for more soup. So then one boy pushed Oliver a little to tell him to stand up and ask for more soup. So Oliver stood up and bravely he went with his bowl and spoon in his hand to his master, and he was shivering with fear because they all were scared of him, and shiveringly trembling, his legs were trembling, and he asked for more soup from his master. Based on this paragraph, there are few questions. Your first one is, why did Oliver live in the orphanage? Why did he live in that orphanage, homeless home? Because he did not have a home to live. Second one, who was Mr. Bumble? Mr. Bumble was the owner of the orphanage. Orphanage, as I said, is an anath ashram. Okay. Third one, what meal were the boys given? What were the meals that the boys were given 3 times? A bowl of watery soup. Fourth one, what did Oliver say to Mr. Bumble? He went to ask for more soup. Now your fifth one, the boys were given 3 meals a day. Then why were they always hungry? So now there is a choice. There are 3 choices given. First one is because the soup they were given was not enough, because they worked very hard all day long, or because the older boys drank up their soup? So now let us all do the answers. First question was, why did Oliver live in an orphanage? Oliver lived in the orphanage because he was homeless. Then your second question was, who was Mr. Bumble? Your answer is Mr. Bumble was the owner of the orphanage. Your third question was, what meal were the boys given? So your answer is, the boys were given a bowl of watery soup. Fourth question was, what did Oliver say to Mr. Bumble? Your answer 4 is, Oliver said to Mr. Bumble that he wanted some more soup. And your fifth one was a choice. So the question was, the boys were given 3 meals a day. Then why were they all hungry? So your answer is the first option, that is because the soup they were given was never enough. Your next question is, find out the words from the passage that mean the same as very hungry. That one word we will find in the second paragraph. Then your next is to vanish. That one word, the same meaning we'll find in the third paragraph. Then your seventh question is, all the boys assembled in the cold stone hall. Here the word assembled means moved away, collected, or worked together. So what does assemble mean? To collect. So your second option is right. Then your eighth question. From the word assembled, remove the last 2 words. Means we have to remove E and D. Add one letter to make the word, which means a time at the school when the whole school gathers. We need to add one alphabet after L. And the word that we make is when we all gather in the school, when the whole school gathers, that is in the morning. So which word? Correct, it's assembly. So we need to add an only Y. Your ninth question is, give a suitable title to the passage. So you can give any title that you like depending on the passage that we read. So the same meaning of very hungry is what? Starving. Starving means we don't get proper food and we all are hungry. Your second one, to vanish. Correct, it is disappear. Now as we just discussed, assembled means to collect. Your second option is right, collective. And when we remove ed from assembled and we add one letter, that is Y, it becomes assembly. Assembly is the time when the whole school gathers together at one time. And a suitable title for the passage that I have given is The Homeless Boys. If you feel something else, another 2 words, not more than 2, you can write for the title. To learn means to understand or to gain knowledge, the word learn. And the word to teach means to show how or to explain. Means you are learning what I am explaining, what I am teaching you. So the 2 words, I hope you understood. Now we have to complete the following sentences using the correct form of teach or learn. Now the correct forms of those verbs are given in the box. One is learn, which is the verb. Then the present is learns, past will be learned, and the past participle form of the verb is has learned. Then teach, teaches, taught, and has taught. So one of these we need to take and fill in the blanks. So for example, if we read the first sentence, will you dash me chess? So what will come? Will you teach me chess? So like that we will read all the sentences and choose from the box and fill in the blanks. Your first one, will you teach me chess? Second one, Mr. Sharma teaches class 8th. Third one, the students have learned about road safety. Fourth one, my sister has taught me how to ride a horse. Fifth one, I have learned some of the customs of India. Sixth one, I learned how to cycle when I was just 4 years old. Choose the correct word and complete the passage. Now here is one paragraph. We will read it and the options are given to us in the brackets, and accordingly we will see whether it is singular or plural the sentences, and accordingly we will choose and we will fill in the blank. So come on, let us do it together. All the class 5 students of our school dash gathering in front of the principal's office. Now students of 5th class, it is plural, so what will it come? Were or was? Correct, will come were because it is plural, students. They dash going for the inter-school race. They means again plural, so again what will come? Were or was? Were. The bus dash and they dash for the stadium. So the bus arrived and they left for the stadium. The runners were dashed to the starting point. So the runners were taken to the starting point. The runners dashed their positions, took their positions. Sir dashed the whistle. What will it come? Blew the whistle. One student of our school dashed fast and dashed first. Ran fast and came first. Everyone dashed their best and our school dashed the trophy. Everyone did their best and our school won the trophy. Everyone felt joyous. So joyous means everyone was very happy. So when you see these words that we filled in, what do you find, children? That all the verbs are in the past tense. They all are the verbs of the past tense. Read the following sentences. Bhaiya has been studying in the same class for 2 years. Now here for means what? A period of time. This is a preposition that we are using here. So why are we using for? Because it is showing that for a long time he is in the same class. Your second sentence is Munna was flying kites since morning. Since morning means it is again a preposition, and here it is showing from a time in the past till the present. Means during a day, from any time, from afternoon to evening or from morning to evening, we can use to say since. So here both are used as a preposition and they both mean different. With the help of this for and since, we have to fill in the blanks. So I have lived in this house dash I was a baby. So what will come over here according to what you have understood from for and since? Correct, since. Since you were small till now, you have been living in this house. So now your second one. This big jar has been in our family dash many years. For many years. The third one, the old banyan tree in the village has been there dash the last 200 years. So for 200 years. And the last one, nobody has seen him since yesterday. Correct. So for a longer period you are using for, and for a shorter period you are using since. So here are your answers? First one, I have lived in this house since I was a baby. The second one, this big jar has been in our family for many years. Third one, the old banyan tree in the village has been there for the last 200 years. And your fourth one, nobody has seen him since yesterday. So, dear students, I hope you have understood all the meanings and question answers and the exercises of this part. And I request you to write the meanings and question answers in your English notebook. And as it is said that the textual exercises which has place to be written in the text can be done in the textbook itself. And dear students, also keep in mind that keep learning all your notes till today. So thank you and have a very nice day.